Hey, I know you miss me. I know you miss me since the last video that you saw of me. And I had a funny interaction this morning. So, in one of the places that I pick up some checks, had this girl that was saying that she said that all men have an ego, which I don't know if that statement is accurate. And then from there, I asked her, what about me? Do I have an ego? You know, it's always fun to elicit sentiment from people that you interact with, that observe you. So if you ever get an opportunity, it is great to elicit, sentiment, what people perceive about who you are as a person. And she said, "Yes, you do have an ego." I said, "How? What do you mean?" She told me. She said, "All right. Well, that morning, believe this or not, I told the boss of the establishment that I work at that he should turn the music down. There was music playing in the establishment that I was working at, and I asked him politely if he can turn the music down. And for her, she saw that as a lot of showing a lot of audacity. She was like, "Wow, you're somebody that sticks up for yourself." For me personally, I mean, I could see how that is audacity. It does take a lot of strength, a lot of like not fear of confrontation to do something like that. I mean, really, you're telling the boss of the establishment that they should turn the music down for you while you do something. It was not anything out of like some power flex. It was there was something that I was trying to do at that time, and I needed to be able to hear what was going on. So that was the reason why I asked for this. And he obliged, and he turned down the music significantly to the point where you couldn't really hear it. So she saw that as a bit of an ego, and perhaps I mean that is some that's just being quite assertive, right? Especially for somebody that's an employee, not a manager, somebody that's an employee, to tell the boss, turn the music down, please, respectfully. Can you respectfully? So I think that part of the reason why is because of skill. The one of the biggest reasons why people are not assertive is because they don't have the skill, the practice of good communication. If you have more skill and you know how to be polite, then you will be more confident as well in going into it, because you know that you're not going into a battle. People are afraid of having certain types of conversations because they're afraid of having a battle. They're afraid that it's going to lead to a verbal war. But if you know how to say respectfully, would you mind turning the music down while I do this or while I do that? Then you're going to be comfortable with engaging in these type of conversations. And that's what it takes. It takes having practice, it takes having skill. It takes, first of all, knowing how to be polite. If you know how to be polite, then you will know how to you will be confident with confrontation. And by polite, I don't mean being a pushover. I mean having the words to communicate that you are being respectful. So I don't know if the word polite is proper. I believe maybe it's just tactically assertive, right? So that is one of the things. Now, perhaps this is also due to strength. This is due to, as a man, you are, subconsciously sizing people up. I'm bigger than most people. I'm in the top 1%. I'm in the top 1% of physical beings. I just am. I'm 6'5". On average, I weigh 230. 6'5", 230. Muscle bound. I'm an athlete. I'm born elite, in physique, 6'5", I said. So for that reason, I'm in the top 1%. I don't really have much to fear from a physical perspective. So it would be innate for me to be confident, right? But nonetheless, it takes practice in order for you to have assertiveness. And that's what I want for everybody to be able to have, is for them to have boundaries. It's important to learn how to place boundaries, and that is a skill. All right. So as I started off, I was talking about this anecdote about me, asking the boss of the business where I was collecting some cash to turn down the music, and that involved having the skill, but it also involves subconsciously, you know, just understanding. And that is the core message of this day, is becoming more assertive. This is a muscle. There's two parts of it. The first part is practice. You have to have practice with being assertive. And then from there, you have to also gain more permission. The way you gain more permission is through audacity, is through, you know, it's through your perspective, your lens of the world. All right. So there it is. This is the video of the day. We are back on. I want to show you what's going on over here. My body feels different now. This is day 22, 75 hard. My body feels different. My arm feels different. Like it feels different. What I'm physically capable of is different now. My abs, like when I look down, I do see them. This is how I look when I'm sitting down. Like this is just. It's just day 22. All right, we're back on.